Actually going to manage to get the first ever walk and talk from an overseas location in this time. Having failed while I was in Bergamo, I'm now in Eskilstuna in Sweden, as you can see. Glorious day. In fact, this shirt is way too hot. I just spotted a statue just along the way featuring blacksmiths, banging metal basically, perfectly in keeping with what I was planned for today's discussion. So, let's have a look around. It's the afternoon on the first day of my trip, 2-day trip, to Eskilstuna in Sweden. Weather is unbelievably glorious. We left a fairly dull and drab UK a couple of hours ago, but we're now here in Sweden and it's glorious. I mean, it's actually hot. I'm going to spin the camera around in just a second because I wanted to show you very quickly. You type into Google Eskilstuna, one of the first things that it tells you is that it is home to a place called the Munktel Museum. The Munktel Museum basically traces the history of Volvo construction equipment, right back even before it was called Volvo construction equipment. That's the destination we're at tonight. We're actually going there for dinner tonight. And if you allow me to spin around, I'll show you very quickly where it is. You can see the Munktel Museum over there in the background. That's where we're going this evening. I'll tell you very, very quickly, those that were surveyed will remember that Volvo used to be called Volvo BM. Before they were Volvo construction equipment, they were Volvo BM. The B stands for Bolender, which is a Swedish company, and the M stands for Munktel, the Munktel Museum. It's a famous man with the surname Munktel. I can't remember his Christian name, but yes, Munktel Museum, BM, so it's Volvo, Bolender, Munktel. That's the museum we're going to this evening. That's why we're here with Volvo. All makes sense. And just to make you even more jealous, so that over in the distance there is the Munktel Museum. I'm on a bridge. There's a celebrated lunch down there. There's a little waterfall there. Just up here, you see that yellow building in the distance there. That's our hotel. So I think our journey to dinner this evening is going to be about 200 metres. Not exactly hard work, is it? I'm just going to show you Eskilstuna from the other side of the lake. Because like a lot of Scandinavia, certainly like a lot of Sweden, a lot of walk time. So, we just have a quick wander up here. I'll show you the other side of the lake. There you are. That is Eskilstuna, everyone's glory. So, I mentioned metal bashing. Have you seen the latest series of Clarkson's Farm? I think it's series 3. Not a farming person myself, but the series is very, very good. And there was a piece in there not so long ago that I was watching, really caught my eye, really caught my interest. And that bit was relating to the farming of pigs. If you've seen the episode, you'll know that Jeremy Clarkson and his better half had pigs. They were breeding pigs, but a lot of them died because they were crushed by the mother shortly after birth. So Jeremy Clarkson went away and devised a system. So there's a steel ring around the inside of the piglets, as he called them. And that was basically so that piglets could be up against the wall of the piglet and the mother couldn't crush them. Very simple, but very effective. Saved a lot of pig lives, as it turned out. All of which sent me. First thing it made me think was this. Jeremy Clarkson, despite the fact that he owns a huge farm, he's not a farmer. He is basically a career-long motoring journalist. And it took a motoring journalist, a desperate motoring journalist, if you like, to come up with a suitable solution for something that has obviously been an issue within the pig farming community forever, yes? Now, the point that made me think about was that, obviously I'm not into agricultural and I'm not into farming or anything like that, but I'm into construction and demolition. So how many demolition companies, how many construction companies, how many individual operators have gone away, looked at a problem and come up with their own solution? Something that fixes a problem within their industry or within their particular application, but which could actually be applied to other people, other industries, potentially other applications as well. And then I thought a little bit further about the subject. Obviously, the major manufacturers spend lots and lots of money on devising new and improved equipment, and they're very good at doing it. The way that it's done is a bit kind of ivory tower to my mind. They develop a machine, they put it out with some customers, usually 10 customers that they've dealt with before, and they ask for their opinion. Now, there's a couple of things there. The first thing is, are those existing customers truly objective? Is a dyed-in-the-wool Caterpillar fan actually going to look at a new Caterpillar dozer, wheel loader, dump truck, and give his honest opinion, or is he going to be more favourable? And there's another point to that. In order to put that machine out, obviously that machine needs to be built. So somebody has gone to the time and trouble, possibly invested hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions, to design, develop, and build a new machine. They put in place specialist tooling for it. They possibly put in a special part of their production line just to allow them to produce that machine. Now, initially, they might only produce 10, 12, send them out to customers and get their customer feedback. But is it not too late by that point? Is there not a feeling that having gone through all that time and expense that they're committed, are they really going to cease production of this fantastic new prototype they've got because some Ned in a quarry somewhere says, no, it doesn't suit me? Is Ned going to say that in the first place? I guess I've got a couple of final points as I finish walking around the lake here in Eskilstuna and seeing my hotel over in the distance there. And the first is this. How many great ideas are there out there among operators or individual companies? People have gone away, thought about a problem that is very specific to them, and they devised a solution that is, again, specific to them. But could that specific to them be expanded to other people? How many of those are out there? And I guess the final point is manufacturers doing field follows and that kind of thing. So they've built a machine, they've now put it out among some 10 customers. Would it not be a better idea to get those customers involved even earlier? And would it not be an even better idea still to get involved with some people, some customers, some end users, some operators who are not necessarily tame, that are not necessarily dyed-in-the-wool Caterpillar, Komatsu, Volvo, Liebherr fans, that would actually give you a proper objective view? Just a thought.